Mabuhay Manila, this is Aishadel from ManilaShaker.com, and today is the day that we will be having a giveaway. So stay tuned for the mechanics, and ang ipamimigay namin ay itong Realme C3. This giveaway is open to Filipinos only, and this Realme C3 is our review unit. Not brand new, but ginamit lang sa review. It works fine. I know madami sa inyo ang nagre-request kasi ng giveaway, kaya ito para sa inyo to, and this is a thank you for all the support. We love you guys. So back to the topic, this is the new Realme C15, their latest powerful budget phone with a starting price of 6,490 with Helio G35 chipset, a larger 6,000 mAh battery with fast charging of 18 watts, a perfect phone for homeschooling, daily driver, and casual gaming. The design is different and unique with a geometric design and limited edition Realme C15 Doodle Box. It is so eye-catching, so what are we waiting for? Let's start the gaming review. So quick specs, Realme C15 boasts a large 6.5-inch 720p IPS LCD powered by MediaTek Helio G35 12nm architecture with 3GB plus 64GB configuration. 64GB is the minimum acceptable storage, samahan mo pa ng 6,000 mAh battery, then with an 18W fast charge. These specs really give contentment. The question is, can it handle the most demanding games? So we will start with 100% battery juice, performance mode and competition mode enabled to give us more boost in performance. By the way, this is the benchmark result. Now you have an insight. The first game is PUBG Mobile. Recommended settings are low plus, medium frame rates, and upon landing, we get a little stutter as it loads the graphics. If some of you didn't know, medium frame rate settings gives 25 FPS max, and our first result is 25 FPS with 96% stability. Upon landing, we get acceptable stability, no stutter when fighting. Bumping up the settings to highest possible, which is balance plus medium frames, we still get the same FPS, however stability reduced a little. We recorded 25 FPS plus 94% stability, which means we can experience stuttering in every game, though it is playable and acceptable. Out of the first 30 minutes of gameplay though, we have an impressive battery result. We use only 4% of the battery, and yes, that's really impressive. So just for the sake of the review, we tried to bump the settings to maximum using GFX tool, and yes, it is unplayable in big cities, but roaming around the map, it is stable. We don't recommend this as the device heats up. Next game, Mobile Legends. Resources already installed, and the recommended settings are medium plus with HFR and HD mode turned off. The gameplay is stable and playable, though we get some little hiccups, and stable in clash fights. We recorded 30 FPS and 99% stability. And upon turning on HFR mode, we do get a 57 FPS with 96% stability. If you really want stutter-free gameplay, we suggest you lower the settings and leave high frame rate on so we can get stable and smooth gameplay that gives satisfaction. Next game, Asphalt 9. We can't pick the performance mode and our recommended settings is in default. Well, the result is somehow impressive. Given that it only has a budget G35 chipset, the game introduces stutters but playable. We have 29 FPS with 95% stability, and these results are from 3 consecutive gameplay on different maps. Bumping up to high quality, we get a 25 FPS plus with 95% stability, still the same stability but lowered FPS to compensate with the texture. Next, NBA 2K20. The game recommends ultra low or low on our device, and it is pretty stable. We do get satisfaction playing NBA 2K20. We get 30 FPS and 100% stability. Even if we change the camera settings to 2K and switching sides, it is stable. We tried to bump the settings to maximum though. For me, it is unplayable. The frames we get is like 15 frames only, so we suggest playing it on low quality and playing around the settings you wish to turn on and find the settings that satisfies you. Now let's try COD Mobile. We can only experience the game in low quality settings, but we do get high frame rates, and as you can see, we have low plus medium frames on recommended settings. In my experience over the past couple of gaming videos, playing Call of Duty Mobile, especially on Helio G series, somehow needs an optimization. Surprisingly, when you think of the power versus specs of this chipset, Helio G35 on COD Mobile performs well on its ratio. We get a 25 FPS and 99% stability and still acceptable gameplay. Now bumping the frames up to high, which is equivalent to 30 frames, it lowers the stability. 30 FPS with 96% stability, yes, it stutters due to the added frames, but if you want a more stable gameplay, we suggest you lower the field of view. Next up, Honkai Impact 3. And yes, this game is one of the highest graphical game, and Realme C15 struggles to play even on recommended settings up to highest quality. Though on the positive side, when you lower the graphics settings to low and set it to 60 FPS or 30, we get a smoother gameplay, a sacrifice on the quality to give stability. Last on our list is the Black Desert Mobile, and surprisingly, we found it stable on the recommended medium settings with 20 FPS. Again, this game recommends 20 FPS, so if you want to bump it up to 30 FPS, well, we still get stable gameplay. So we suggest recommended settings plus 30 FPS is the basic settings to play this game. However, if you want smoother, stutter-free gameplay, set it to the lowest possible settings and play around on the frames until you find your best optimal settings. Bumping it up gives lower stability and it is not advisable. Now this is our update on the battery. 2 hours and 26 minutes of screen time. Playing games on this device, we only used 22% of our juice. Again, a pretty impressive battery result. We usually get 2 hours on 25% in a 5000 mAh battery phone, so getting 2 hours and 30 minutes endurance is a bang for the buck. Also remember, we turned on high performance mode, so yeah, here is the charging and battery endurance result. Overall, this is a budget phone that can play uninterrupted gameplay on graphically demanding games, though in lowest possible settings only. So here's the thing, on its price, it will give you access to that game, it will let you experience it kahit hindi high settings, at least nakakalaro ka, plus nasa budget yung large battery and other features. So that's the Realme C15, are you impressed? Let us know what you think. So for the giveaway, we will pick 2 winners to win this Realme C3 and 1 accessory. What you need to do is subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, then share this YouTube video on Facebook, tag 3 friends, then copy the link of your shared post, and comment down here on this video yung link para sa proof, and that's it. Giveaway will end on September 30. Walang mawawala kung sasali. Malay nyo, diba? So good luck to you all. That's it. This is Asphalt from ManilaShaker.com. Stay home, stay safe, mabuhay, Manila.